So the easiest way to know if the camera is recording, it should flash blue light. Also, as mentioned in the manual, I did not switch on the car or even turn on the ignition in the whole process, and I don't have any check engine light. Finally, I got time today to install the cam. Let's fix the dash cam today. So this is a dash cam which I ordered for my Mustang GT. My Mustang GT is a 2025. So only barcode I saw was on this side, 2024-2025 Mustang. This is all the other side. These are the instructions. The small box. Memory card reader. Trim removal tool. Support. User manual. Let's go to the main box. That's it. Nothing in this box. That's it. This is the camera. USB slot. Mine has a USB slot here, so I can actually break this. This is the small cap which will come here. There's some tape here. This is the wiring. According to the videos, this goes into rain sensor, the lower end where the dash cam comes. It will look factory finished. See a power button, camera shutter button, some branding here, 4K camera. It comes with a memory card. Let's see how much. 64 GB, class 10. So I ordered this FitcamX. My car is a 2025 Mustang GT Premium. So it has a USB slot here, but I'll be removing this now. This is the view from outside. So the dash cam is here right now. The USB port which came from factory is here. So this is the first step. Do this mirror down. Once that is done, you need to pull. So this came out next. We need to pull this out from here and here. I'll show it from that angle. Let's try to clip this. Whoa, it was too much work. Once that is out, let's see what are the wires that needs to come out. Removed this. This is where the USB slot was. The USB slot. This is the adapter for that. This is the connection for that. According to the manual, this is the rain sensor that we need to remove. We need to remove these 4 clips. Not that hard, I removed one. You just have to pull it out like this and it comes out. These are not metal, these are just plastic. It's exactly placed at the same spot for the new one. Push it in. 3 and 4. We need to remove this cover. This is slotting in and this is just a clip, so pull it out, it comes out easily. So these 2 rubber will go here. Just pull it out, it comes out. This one also. Pull it, it comes out. So I just have to remove all the 4 pins, install it here, replace the rubber knob. So this is cable that I need to remove. So this is the clip I'm trying to remove. Successfully out. I want to compare the clip first. So we need to make sure it fits in right. So the holes part here, which came out, that has to go exactly like this, bottom of this camera. This is how it came out. So slide it in. That is the only way it will slide in. And this has to go inside the main sensor where it came out. Done. It did slot in. I could hear the sound. This Y junction is working as it's bypassing through this clip. Our camera has this lens cover and memory card. Let's install it now. So this clip is well inside. This is the final setup. The rain sensor clip had to come out. I put the clip here. This is the wire which is coming from the camera. Now I'm going to install the cover back. So to be able to access my USB ports, I need to break this. I just had to push it with my finger and this came out. Tuck all your wires in properly. Be very careful in this step. The 4 clips are in place. So this is the final clip. You can do any side. I'm doing the right side, then I'll be pushing these pins inside. This is how it looks. Yes, USB slot is also visible. Here is the dash cam. I see blue lights blinking on the camera. This means the recording has already started. I'm trying to use the app, set it up, and I'll show you how it goes. Add camera, allow, install the camera and power it on. Search cameras, Wi-Fi and connect to FitcamX. So you'll find a Wi-Fi name called CarCam. The password for this is available in your booklet. Use that password to connect. It says no internet. Let's switch to the app. Wow, I can actually see the live streaming. I didn't expect this. I can see the full screen. Microphone is on. So I can turn on the microphone. Microphone turned off. This is the camera settings. Sound recording, resolution, loop recording. The duration of each recording, if the storage card is full, will automatically be overwritten from the earliest video. Driving collision, sensing, I put it most sensitive. Parking monitoring, this will work only if you have hardware. There's no point. Camera files, videos that were recorded while I was installing right. After a couple of weeks, I'll make another video. I'll be downloading content from my camera, me driving around. I'm not sure how true it's 4K, but again, I need to do that test by myself. I'll be testing that and making a final video. So overall review, if you guys ask me, is this one of the best cameras I ever tried. This is the third dash cam I changed after I bought this car in last 3 weeks. This is one of the best. The way it fits, it doesn't come in my view. No one knows there's a dash cam there. It's pretty nice. I'm going to test it. I'll go through the manual, check all the buttons, lights, everything, and then come up with one more video in probably a couple of weeks from now, where I'll be explaining all the settings and also how to use the camera. I've seen everyone complaining that CarPlay will not work when you access the camera from the app, but no, I found a way out to use it. I'll be showing you in the next video. So the easiest way to know if the camera is recording, it should flash blue light. Also, as mentioned in the manual, I did not switch on the car or even turn on the ignition in the whole process, and I don't have any check engine light. So this is how it looks from outside. You can hardly see. This is where the rain sensor is. This is where the factory camera is. Ford Copilot 360 Assist. This is where our dash cam is. I guess you can say it now properly. So it fits in very well. The best setup, guys. I would recommend anyone and everyone to get this. So I tried to put this cable in again, fitting in well. This is my old dash cam's wire. Just wanted to check the power supply. The USB is working and my dash cam is also working, the old one, and this one is also working. There's no power issue, both of them work well.